Hello, Realtors. This is Tony Geraci, and thank you very much for watching today. Today, we have an important topic. Well, every week's an important topic, but today, I want to really concentrate on a few things to make sure that you are taking advantage of today's opportunities in real estate, in today's market. So, this especially goes out to agents that have been in real estate less than 10 years. So, please, if you've been in the real estate less than 10 years, these are some important things that you can only learn over time. Nothing that you probably, if you're successful in real estate, some of you have been in business 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, and you're doing very, very, very well. But there's certain things that you can only see over time, and that's kind of knowledge. You know, some people say, what's the difference between something in a book and knowledge? Knowledge is just stuff and things that you learn over time that you can't just sometimes read and in a book. You have to experience it for yourself. If that's the point I'm getting to, you have to experience it yourself. So we're going to go over a few things. And one, if you're not taking advantage of this great real estate market now, you got to now. Are you being lazy? Or flat out, are you being lazy in your business? Because if you've been in the business a few years or more and you haven't accomplished to what your goals have been, you have to start concentrating and start figuring out how to reach those goals. So first thing and rule of getting to your taking advantage of opportunities, make sure you have those goals written. We've said this before, make sure you have them down. So make sure you have a mission and you have those goals set. Two, the second thing you have to do as much as possible, like-minded people. This is very important. I see this every day, and I reach out to our agents and other agents with my opinion and help them and coach them with this. And I talk to agents that I coach every week, and I say you've got to balance certain things. So what I mean by be around like-minded people, sometimes that first knee-jerk reaction is, I got to get involved in real estate things. I got to be around other realtors all the time. I got to go to all the social events, and I got to go do all of that. That is all great. But if you look back at all outside of showing houses, calling on prospects, going to open houses, are you spending all of your time with realtors? That's great. But just think about all those other like-minded people that are in other industries. There's other sales. There's other successful people in other industries. So surround yourself with like-minded people in the same type of sales mindset. The thing that I talk to my friends, my family a lot over the weekends and on holidays, and sometimes being around, and it's great for the holidays and family events. Of course, you have to be around your family and your friends, and you enjoy that. But on other social network occasions, sometimes you want to be around like-minded people. What I mean by example, people that are in sales that their day does not stop at 5. For all of us watching this, sometimes aren't we a little envious sometimes when we see friends, family that we know, and then their day ends at 5. They don't even have to think about what they have to do for work until they show up to work the next morning. Oh my gosh, sometimes I'm very envious of those people when I see that happening when I'm talking to people, because I love what I do every day. But occasionally, sometimes a few times a year, I'm like, wow, wouldn't it be nice to shut down? Not think about anything the next day. So what I mean by that, again, is be around like-minded people in other industries, other businesses that understand your day doesn't stop. You're always thinking about business. You're networking. So be around. So number 2 is be around like-minded people. Number 3 is learn and grow. Learn and grow. Read things, not just about real estate. Take classes. If you're with different companies, have a lot of online learning and have universities online. There's lots of classes you could take. So always be learning, because you could always pick up some things. And also make sure it's convenient for you, that you got to think. So don't take too much of your time that you could be doing working and prospecting to go learn something. Don't spend a whole day trying to get to a 1-hour class and networking thing and spend your whole day doing that. You've got to learning. And also, It's always nice to teach, but you got to make sure that, I get this a lot, being a broker and an owner. I'm always teaching, I'm always coaching, I'm always giving advice. That's what I do, and that's what I love to do. But you, as an agent, every day, I see some agents that are helping other agents, which is great, and I see it all day long. I see it here in my office. I see it on the phone when I talk to other agents, like, oh, well, this other agent helped me. And then it's great to give yourself and help other agents and help the people that you like. But sometimes you get caught up, like, wow, did I help myself today? Did I go out to all these different networking events and classes and spend my whole day giving advice to other agents, which is great. I mean, good, but balance it. Make sure at the end of the day, did I give out more advice than I found? Did I ask other people enough questions on that? Number 4, be flexible and change it up. Don't do the same things. Don't go to the same networking events. Don't do the same kind of calls and prospecting, because sometimes it gets you might get in a funk and you're like, gosh, after a while you're doing the same thing. It's kind of like eating the same food every day, doing the same thing every day. You've got to change it up. You're like, well, let me try this networking event. Like maybe make calls tonight. Maybe I'll go to this event tomorrow. Maybe I'll talk to these agents and be away. So try to get into your calendar and change it up a little bit, make it fresh in what you do every day. But of course, I think a lot of you agree is that one of the things that we love about real estate, we never know what our whole day is going to be from start to finish. It's different people, different situations, different questions, different homes, but it's the business in general. But that's our, maybe a lot of us are OCD. We love all these different things, changing it up all the time. In our business every day, we never know what our whole day is going to entail to a busy agent, but maybe you have to change up your prospecting and how you do things. Now you have to go the extra mile with a lot of these things. Which I mean by that is that once you go that extra step, go to that extra when it's the end of the week and you're like, I don't want to go to another networking event. I don't want to go make a few phone calls. I'm really tired. I don't want to go. I promised I'd volunteer at my church group or volunteer for my kids' school. Got to go that extra mile because it equals networking, it equals business. That's the beauty of a lot of things that we do every day. As long as you're around other people, you're changing up, you're going to places. These are networking and business opportunities. That's the beauty of real estate sales. It's the beauty of what we do every day. So go the extra mile. When you're feeling a little tired and you're like, I can't, that's probably when the time that things are going to start happening for you, and you beat out those other agents that are out there competing against you. Number 6 is watch out for lazy people. Now, this is important because in 28 years in business, I've been around hundreds and thousands of agents, and I love all of them. I love spending a lot of time with agents and people and networking and all of that. But after a while, when there's only so many hours in a day, so many days in the week, and so many things that you can do, you're going to find that there's lazy people around you. These are some of them are close friends of ours, some of our other agents, some of them are our business acquaintances and other our vendors and things. Some are just because someone shows up or calls you or is out there in the industry or everything is not always is sometimes they're lazy. They just show up. That's all they do. Some of these are time people suck our time. They also just want information from us and don't want to give anything. So the point I'm getting to is like, watch out for those people. Of course, we love them. We want to spend time with them, but those are the people that follow you around. Those are the people that are calling you, all you asking things from you. But you have to watch to make sure they're giving back. So if there's someone out there or several people over your career or your business and you're spending a lot of time with, if you're not getting something from them, or at least emotionally pumping you up, helping you get going, helping motivate you at the minimum, are they giving you good business ideas? Is it good business practices? Are you sharing advice? Are you giving each other? Is it a give and take relationship? Because what I hear from a lot of agents and brokers and owners over the years that they love all of the networking event, but when they go into a room and they're networking with other people, and if those people are always asking them what they're doing, how are you successful, how are you doing this, and you're not getting any ideas from them, it gets draining after a while. And those, not always lazy people, but they just want information from you. So the point of that is, make sure you're spreading that out. Don't spend all of your time or a lot of your time with people that are just, because some of us get caught up in the, it's so nice to be wanted, it's so nice they keep on asking me questions, it's so nice they look at me as a mentor, and they're going to do what I say, and I'm helping them with their business. But if you keep on helping everybody, spending all of your time helping other people, you're not going to help yourself. So make sure you're spreading out your time, helping yourself, finding people that you could learn from, finding people that could help motivate you and give you, not always the people that are asking that of you. And then the last is, make sure your mindset is ready daily for all of this. Make sure you're ready to have those big goals. Surround yourself with like-minded people. Always be learning and growing and reading and finding new ways on how to market yourself. That's the beauty of real estate and sales. There's always another book on how to be more efficient, to be have better habits, how to get better in business. There's so many generalized books and things that you can learn. Always be learning on that. Be flexible. Make sure you're changing things up so you're fresh. It doesn't have to be daily, but make sure you're straight, freshening it up so you don't get bored, you don't get stale of what you do every day. Go the extra mile. Make sure that you're doing stuff a little bit more than everybody else. Watch out for lazy people and people that are time suckers, that are going to keep on taking and taking and taking. These are great people. We love them and love spending time with, but after a while, you're like, wow, I never got anything back from them. Make sure you're not keep on giving out. So the last thing I will tell you about, why I said earlier today, is this really goes out to the agents that have been in the business less than 10 years, because today's is great. It's awesome. A lot of us that have been in real estate just a few years have never seen a market come down, be slower. But don't be worried about that. Don't be worried. I have agents that I talk to that are worried. Oh my gosh, my business is going so great. I'm worried if when the market turns, or the interest rates go up, or turns from a seller's market into a buyer's market. And I have a lot of agents that I coach that are always planning for the future. The good news is, in the business 28 years, the good news is there's always been a business. There's always people buying or selling a house. My personal opinion, quotations, this is my disclaimer, my opinion is, when the market slows down for whatever reason, interest rates, the economy, whatever, there's always business out there. It's just you have to find your piece of it. You got to get your piece, find out how you're going to go out and do it. Because I've had agents that have been with my company over 15 plus, going on 20 years, that have been good and bad markets. Some of those agents, some of them might be watching now, did better 10 years ago than they're doing today. And I have agents doing better today than they did 10 years ago. So it's all what you do with the market. I just feel that today's market being so, it's just out there. There's people talking about real estate all the time. You see it on the news. There's a lot of media that's doing our job for us. They're talking, everybody's seeing it. Interest rates low, prices going up. So our economy and our market and our world right now is actually selling real estate for us. Now go find those people. Go find those people. They already know the interest rates are low. They already know this is a time to own a house and not rent. They know these things, and you got to go out and find those people before the market shifts, and you got to go harder and convince those people that why is the right time or buy or sell for them personally. So hopefully that insight of my experience, my knowledge of 28 years of the business Don't get worried about the future, but make sure you're focused on what you're doing now, on those things, so you can take the opportunity of a great market right now. So that's it. Remember, please use me as a resource. Feel free to text me, call me, email me anytime. I'm happy to help you out. Schedule some time for 15, 20 minutes to go over a little bit more in detail, because all of that, what I just talked about, is specific to you. This is general information, but you've got to specify what you're going to do with all of that. And I'm happy to help that with you if anytime. Just reach out to me. So that's it for today. Have a wonderful day and a great week. Hope to see many of you very soon, and see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.